14 unanswered. They were up 14-13. The third quarter, though, really where the wheels started to come off. Najee Harris fumbling on the Steelers' opening drive of the second half here. Set the Colts up deep in Steelers.
Najee Harris fumbled again. While replaying.
Gardner Minshew to Mo Allen Cox for the score. The Colts extended their lead. They needed to respond. Nothing going though. Trubisky gets sacked once again. And then the Colts, they turned to the ground game and really started exploiting the run. Tyler Winston who goes here for a 31-yard dash. That led to a field goal. They led 24-15 after 3. Now more specifically for the offense in the fourth quarter. Trubisky was looking to do something and got to him 3 times in the game, taking him down. So another drive offensively for the Steelers. Trubisky, yeah, that's a brutal interception. 2 picks in the game for Mitch, and that would be all for him late in the game. Mike Tomlin turns to third straight QB, Mason Rudolph, and Rudolph didn't get anything going on offense either. Small sample size late in the game, but just 2 for 3, sacked once. The Colts easily handled the Steelers 32-13. We'll take a look now at the injury report sponsored by Indiana Regional Medical Center. Cam Hayward in the concussion protocol. Micah Fitzpatrick left the game with a knee injury. Things just seem to be in a state of disarray, and as the window to the playoffs gets more and more narrow, some players aren't holding back about their thoughts on what's happening. That's coming up next on the Black and Gold Zone, sponsored by the Casino at Chemical.
The most Jeeps in the Pittsburgh area. CrownJeep.com.
Welcome to Cabin World, home to personalized design, where we design your project with you, not for you. We stand behind what we do. You don't stay in business this long without taking care of your customers. Call us today and see how personalized design is right for you.
During Kia's season of Giving Back sales event, give yourself the gift you've been waiting for all year. Like great deals on the confidently capable Sorrentos and the spacious Sportage. Not to mention offers on the all-electric EV6 and the fun-to-drive Forte. Visit your local Kia dealer. Lease the new 2023 Forte LXS for $189 a month.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not steroid, topical, or injection. It's 1 pill once a day. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. And they felt dramatic.
This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we come to you from wintry Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Once again, it's Jacobs. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Running is Jacobs. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Running it with Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Escapes the defender. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
70 range. Go.
Wilson. His throw incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Play action. Now Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And it's more play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Need us on to attempt the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Set to return it. Here's Turner. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's Prescott. Open man is Yoshibas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Flushed out right. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The 71 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Prescott now. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get out to the 32, going down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing. Prescott. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Andre Yoshivas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Right back to Njoku. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Nick Bolton. The 20. Down to the 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? One more time with Jacobs. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a ball-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman from 8 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Hard running at the 15. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pacheco once again. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A gain of 3, second down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing is Wilson. And he fires First one incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
60 Bobcat. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lion.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll send Judy in motion left. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
70 Lions.
Here's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. Here now, 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Wilson to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Here it is, 4th and goal.
A 5-yard pickup brings up
18
4th
Cardinal,
down
18
and
Cardinal.
goal.
Reload. Reload.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. To throw, Prescott. Able to connect with Jacobs. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Here's Dak. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Well, the defense circling now, 4th down and 7. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game.
Good game, bro.
The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And with this win and an AFC Championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top, and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.